One of the key things that produces a failed event is the lack of attention your budget actually needs. Yes, most people go into an event and they bypass how significant a budget is to the success of their event. Here are 4 easy steps that you must pay attention to in order to make sure that your event is successful. The first thing is have the budget conversation. Anyone that is contributing to your budget, that means anyone that is paying for your event, needs to be a part of the conversation to establish how big your budget is, how much money you're going to have, and what is actually going to be paid for in that budget. You cannot start your conversation off or even a project off with a certain amount of money and then say, we'll handle everything as it comes. No. Focus on your entire budget from the start. The second thing is you have to establish priorities. Most times people go in and believe that their budget is going to pay for everything that they desire. That is not the case. Identify what your biggest priorities are. Do you prefer rosé or is your venue more important? Identify those and rank them from the number 1 thing all the way to the 200th thing. It doesn't matter, but establish clear priorities that your budget has to include. The third thing is that when you are dealing with your budget, you cannot overlook the small bills. $100 here, $200 there, $500 there. As you continue to accumulate these small bills, they grow to be $20,000 and you have been blindsided because you did not focus on the small bills. Never produce an event or try to execute an event and not look at the overall cost. Again, everything that contributes to your budget must be considered very carefully. The last tip that I have is to get out of your head when it comes to budgets. We always assume that something should cost a certain thing, and then when we get a quote from a vendor or someone else, we're like, oh my God, this is much more than I thought it would cost. Why does it cost so much? Well, because you are in your head. Just because you believe something should cost a certain thing does not mean that that is actually going to be the cost. So remain open to the fact that cost may be higher than what you believe it should be in the current state. Those are my 4 tips. I hope you understand and love it. My name is Andrew from Roby Events. Drop a comment. Let me know how you feel about these tips or even ask additional questions.